I just caught a 195 point move on a Monday. I'm going to break down in this video exactly how I did that. As you can see right here, there was no clean inversion fair value gap entry model. So I'm going to teach you guys in this video how you can take an entry even with more discretion when there isn't a super clear mechanical entry. You can still catch the position by using a little bit of discretion. So jumping into this, I'm going to, no messing about, I'm going to break down exactly how you can catch trades like this in the future. This was absolutely huge, and I'm going to explain as well why I usually only hold for 1-to-1 risk to reward, but why did I choose to hold for a 2.5 risk to reward here, and why did I think that was profitable over the long term. I'm going to explain that as well. So jumping into the day, let's go back to open here. So this was market open. So I'm going to put this, none of this is hindsight. I'm going to show you guys right now my exact scenario that I was looking for coming into the day. So if you look into my Discord here, pre-market scenarios, 0803. So either fill the new opening gap or manipulate lower for longs to the low resistance liquidity and daily intermediate term high. So as you can see right here, this was my, I wanted to see this low manipulated off of open, and then we could long to this low resistance liquidity. So if we look right here, we had this low right here, which is what I'd marked out in my pre-market scenarios. I wanted to see this ran, so we could then long to this low resistance liquidity. And what else did we have above, right? That's the question. Why am I bullish here, despite us coming down quite rapidly? We had a day, starting off on the daily time frame, we had a daily intermediate term high resting above right here, as you can see. Daily intermediate term high. Going down to the 4 hour, you can see we had an unfilled 4 hour gap. Why am I bullish in general? Well, because on the daily time frame, we have retraced and completely rebalanced this leg. We're delivering from the 50% this leg with a super strong bullish candle. So overall, I'm bullish, and my general drawn liquidity is all-time highs now. So this aligns perfectly with what I'm seeing on the lower time frame. Now, of course, I'm open to be proven wrong. However, as you can see from over the weekend, we left this huge new week opening gap. This is the low of the new week opening gap. If you're thinking, why have you maxed out from here and not the top wick? This is where price closed on Friday. So none of the orders from here all the way up to Sunday open have not been filled. So always mark out your new week opening gap from the close on Friday to the open on Sunday evening, and that's what you need to be looking for. So as I said, my clear scenario, if we react off of this low, I'll be open to long towards this low resistance liquidity. You can see we've got all this built up trend line liquidity. Above this, we have orders above every single one of these highs. You can see they're all engineering. None of these highs are sweeping each other out. There is liquidity everywhere here. So many orders waiting to be taken out. So that's what we're going to target. So as you can see off of open, we got a very nice sweep on this level of sell side. And of course, now I'm looking at this 1 minute. So now I'm open to a 1 minute long. What did price do? We just absolutely ripped. No entry here. There was a potential 30-second long. However, I personally just did not execute that. I was waiting more patient for something better for my model, for more confirmation here. So first of all, let's look at the 5 minute. This is where order flow really flipped. So on this 5 minute close, we got an inversion fair value gap on the 5 minute. We had a 5 minute change in the state of delivery as well. So you see how these three bearish candles that swept this low inside of the new week opening gap, we have then closed above this with a nice strong bullish close. We have a 5 minute change in state and a 5 minute inversion towards this low resistance liquidity in line with our high time frame draw. So obviously I don't enter this. Price is already also delivering from this 5 minute. So price is a little bit conflicted here. So I need to wait for my confirmation entry. Plus I wouldn't want to take a trade here with a 120 point stop loss when I can potentially take something with much better risk to reward and a better stop loss as well. So what did I mark out here? Obviously, my strategy allows me to take deliveries from CISDs. However, we also had a 3 minute fair value gap here that I could also see a continuation from. If you are unclear with my strategy, do check out my free PDF. You can find it in my Discord. You can find it on my WAP. You can claim it for completely free, and you'll know exactly how I trade every single day. So we marked out the 3 minute fair value gap. We had the 5 minute IFVG. We had the 5 minute change in the state. Price instantly retraces, taps into this 3 minute fair value gap. We don't get any entries, which is completely fine. We continue lower, and then we put in this small 1 minute fair value gap. Now this alone was a valid trade, right? You can see here, price closed through. This was a valid trade, and this was actually where I took my entry. But I took this primarily off of the 30-second chart. So here is a 30-second chart here. As you can see, we had this 30-second, which aligned with the 1 minute right here. We had this higher 30-second, and we had a change in the state when we closed above this bearish candle, or bearish body, sorry. So this candle close here, where we closed above this 30-second inversion, that extra confirmation, this is where I entered onto this. So what did we have here? We had a 30-second inversion, we had a 30-second change in the state, and we also had a 1-minute inversion fair value gap. So all of those things aligned. This was in line with my high time frame bias. We had a high resistant stop loss, as you can see. This low itself is high resistant. We came back, retraced, delivered from the 50% of this internal leg, the current dealing range, and we had a super strong delivery out of this. So this low should not be revisited. If we revisit this low, we can then anticipate this low to be revisited, which should not happen because this is our high resistant low, and we have a super low resistant take profit, as we know. So I entered on this candle close, around this candle close right here. Stop loss went at the low for me, covering this low, which I know is protected. I would have covered the bodies if and only if we got that 1-minute change in the state as well. But considering we didn't have that 1-minute change in the state, we could potentially have a pullback into this sort of wick here and then respect it. So I left my stop loss at the wick right here instead of at the bodies. And I targeted, usually I would target a 1-to-1. But based on liquidity, based on percentages, look how many leftover orders we have resting above right here. I just marked out 2 seconds ago. We have all these draws above. So why would I take profit here at a 1-to-1, leaving all this profit on the table when I have strong conviction that this low resistance liquidity is going to run? So I simply accepted the risk, and I targeted 195 points for a 2.5 risk to reward. If we play this through right here, you can see we get a little bit of chop here. And where do I go break even for this trade? This is very important. So we have this pullback, and when we close back above this range after rebalancing the range, that is when I would expect price to go and not to pull back to my entry. So I went stop loss to break even when we got this candle close right here. This is when I went stop loss to break even. Then, as you can see, we had a couple of internal setups here. We had some continuation, potential continuation setups here. We had a 5-minute there that price did deliver from and then continued higher out of. I believe we got like an internal 1-minute inversion here somewhere. There was an internal 1-minute inversion there, but realistically, you could have definitely got in from the bottom of the move here if you use your discretion. If you saw that we had a 5-minute change in the state, shortly after the 5 minutes change in the state, we also had a 15-minute change in the state as well. As you can see, we closed above this this last bullish candle, which was actually this one here that was super small, and then we also closed above that one as well. So very clear change in the state there. And yeah, I just simply let this run a little bit slow towards the end, and then my full TP was hit. I did not need any more than 195 points there. Like I said, this is very high risk to reward for me, considering that I am usually targeting around a 1-to-1. Of course, I could have targeted the daily intermediate term high or the unfilled 4-hour that we had resting above, but I was more than happy with my 195 points for a no news Monday. Now, for any of you that are interested, my executions were extremely clean in this trade. These are my executions. Like I said, entered on that close when we got the close above the 30-second, and then took full TP at the high. Very simple, very exact, precise executions there. They were my executions. Very nice trade. If anybody does have any questions about this particular setup or about the day in general, I know a couple of people did end up taking a losing trade somewhere in here, but realistically, you have to have a wide stop on days like today. You have to trade a little bit more discretionary when you know you have that strong draw on liquidity. And to be honest, guys, I would accept a loss 10 out of 10 times today. If I'm targeting this low resistance liquidity and I have my stop loss in a high resistant area, I would take a loss 10 out of 10 times today. And that's what you've got to ask yourself. Are you happy with a loss when you enter? And I certainly would have been today. So yeah, like I said, any questions, drop me a message on Discord. It's one of the top links in the description. If you want to trade live with me as well, get involved in the Discord. Check everything out from there. Make sure to subscribe for more free educational content, and I'll see all of you guys in the next YouTube video.